I can tell you, I did the interview with Urban after the 2014 game. He was a lot more definitive about his chances back then than he was on this particular Saturday night. It was Urban against Paul Chryst and the Badgers. J.T. Barrett, 6 days removed from having the knee scoped. Alex Hornibrook, he's been the enigma for Wisconsin this year. Good at times, not so good at others. Here's one of the not so good moments. Dicey throw, had no chance to get it to his receiver. Instead, Denzel Ward comes up with the pick. Ensuing Ohio State drive, J.T. Barrett finding time. Remember, here's a guy who had knee surgery 6 days ago. He carried the ball 19 times for 60 yards. Very next play from the 16, it's Barrett to Terry McLaurin. Talk about the big plays all the time for Ohio State here, guys. Longest pass of J.T. Barrett's career.
Yeah, you know, the thing about it, you saw that big play there, but, you know, he had a number of times all night long to get bigger plays. Not that one right there. You talk about Hornibrook's ill-advised throw. That was an ill-advised throw there, but, you know, J.T. Barrett, he's a winner with his legs. Sometimes a little bit leaves to be desired throwing the ball, Jay.
Yeah, that was Andrew Van Ginkel with the pick 6 for Wisconsin. But Ohio State would answer right back. Another big play. Paris Campbell goes 57 yards as Ohio State retakes the touchdown advantage, 14-7. Same score to the second quarter we go. J.K. Dobbins, space up the middle, and J.K. Dobbins off to the races. Would be chased down inside the 5, but a 77-yard run. We're 3 minutes into the second quarter, and the Buckeyes have already put together 3 plays of at least 50 yards or more, equaling the number Wisconsin had given up all year long. That leads to Barrett on the quarterback keep. Ohio State suddenly in control. It's 21-7. Mike Weber up the middle with Ohio State getting the ball back after a defensive stand. But there's that guy again, Lehman.
Andrew Van Ginkel coming your way from South Dakota via Iowa Western Community College, and now he's in Naptown for the Big Ten Championship.
The strip and the recovery. Wisconsin, though, unable to turn it into a touchdown on a short field. Hornibrook stopped on 3rd and 10. Settle for a Rafael Gaglianone field goal, 21-10 at the break. Late third quarter, Barrett rolling right off the hand of Marcus Baugh. How about Leon Jacobs? He's coming up with plays all year long. Third takeaway of the game by that Wisconsin defense. Hornibrook with the ball back in his hands, under pressure, one of his best throws of the night. I say that somewhat sarcastically, but it was somewhat true as well. Garrett Groshek, 17 yards, first down, Wisconsin. Hornibrook, 19 of 40 for 229. Badgers still driving into the 4th, going to Danny Davis. Incomplete out of the back of the end zone, but Robert Landers goes after the legs. That's a no-no, roughing the passer, and so the drive stays alive. Few plays later on the goal line, Chris James up the middle. Here's where we were wondering, was Jonathan Taylor hurt? Was he simply ineffective? Was Paul Chryst a little nervous about his recent proneness to put the football on the turf? Either way, James is in. Now, the issue is, James is in, the turf was not. Torn up, big time, 11-minute delay. Props to Eric Harlow, Purdue grad, who got the field back in plain
Boiler
sight.
up!
Wisconsin's 2-point conversion to follow is good. Hornibrook to Troy Fumagalli. It's a 1 field goal game, 24-21. Ohio State on 4th and 1 goes for it, trying to salt this thing away. And how about J.T. Barrett?
Huge play.
Dead to rights, but Barrett keeps it alive, sticks his foot in the ground. The injured knee holds up. He stretches the right arm. That's why Urban Meyer has a man crush on J.T. Barrett for the last 4+ years. It's a first down and the drive stays alive. But on 3rd and 5, J.K. Dobbins can't get the first down, and this time, Urban Meyer decides to kick the field goal. Sean Nurnberger comes through, and it's 27-21. Under 3 to play. Hornibrook to his favorite target, Fumagalli. 9 yards for the first down. Moments later, after a Wisconsin holding call puts the Badgers in a tough spot, 4th and 20. Hornibrook down the middle, picked off by Damon Webb. Ball game, Buckeyes 27-21 as Ohio State wins the Big Ten Championship for the 2nd time in their 3 all-time trips down to Indianapolis. Now, J.T. Barrett didn't put up great passing numbers, 12 of 26, and other than the big throw to McLaurin, really struggled on throws of more than 15 yards in the air. Still finished with 271 total yards and 3 touchdowns. The MVP is J.K. Dobbins. The freshman came up big. Dobbins, 17 carries for a $174 and took over the load because after that Mike Weber fumble you saw, Weber went into the doghouse, didn't see the football much, if at all. Wisconsin's first loss, likely keeping the Badgers out of the playoff. Alex Hornibrook was kept out of rhythm almost all evening by that Ohio State defensive line. Nick Bosa and company doing a terrific job. Bosa with Mike Hall after the game.
All right, walk me through, Nick, that final drive. They got a 4th and 20. It seemed like they were getting things going, but you guys were able to stop them at the end. How come?
Nickel package. It seems like we've been in this situation many times, and we knew it was going to be the defense that won the game. And I mean, I trust those 3 guys on the nickel package as much as anybody in the world, and we got it done.
This is a Wisconsin running game that is unquestionably elite, and you guys stop them almost every single running play. How come?
Yeah, we knew they haven't faced a line like us, and we knew that. We came in probably the best preparation week we've had, and we just did our job.
Describe the importance of Jerome Baker to this team.
He's one of our most valuable players. He's going to be a high draft pick, I'm sure, and I love him.
If the committee members are watching right now, you'd say what to them?
Put us in. See what happens.
Congratulations.
Yep, thanks.